Hello everybody and welcome back to Operation Logistics, where we have a million compiler errors. So let's go ahead and fix those, shall we? So instead of this being plane cost, we have changed this to now go into balance.plane.vehicle upkeep. And I'm going to go ahead and move this into 2 lines here, so that we can work with this a little bit more easily. So our expected expenditure is this. Gotcha. This expected income, does this come in on the month tick? I mean, it would right now. And then we just add to the expected income whenever we make money. That's viable, I guess. So this will be balance.ship.vehicle upkeep. And then this will be balance.train.vehicle upkeep. This will be balance.truck.vehicle upkeep. And we do actually need one more. Plus delivery vehicles, which doesn't exist, times balance.deliveryvehicle.vehicle upkeep. Because we added in that new type of vehicle. So let's go ahead and come on up here, and we're going to need in our inventory a public int delivery vehicles equals 0. There we go. I don't know why VLC always does this. This is the last song that played. We're currently listening to what sounds like a Crusader Kings song? Yeah, it is. Not a Stellaris song. I don't know. It's a little weird. Yeah, that's the right one there. Okay. Maybe I have to click on it for it to work correctly? I don't know. Anyway, we need to then have a public tmpro.textmeshPro UGUI, and this is going to be delivery vehicles text, because we added in that UI element in the last episode. So let's go ahead and have delivery vehicles text equals delivery vehicles .toString plus delivery vehicles minus plus delivery vehicles times balance.deliveryvehicle.vehicle upkeep .toString of the currency format type plus a closing parenthesis. Okay. I think that worked. Yep, I got it right. Excellent. So now we've got a lot of we've got some things that need to happen here. So essentially all we need to do here is we need to add in business.balance.priority change. So let's go ahead and copy that, and we're just going to paste this a bunch of times here so that we have our chances correctly calculating. Shipping container, blah, 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 blah. Okay. This is where most of our errors are, actually. Yeah, there we go. A little bit more. Yeah, this is actually the vast majority of our errors right here. Which we actually don't even use this stuff. And then money per cubic meter, money per kilogram, min payment multiplier. Okay. So there's delivery finished up. And now we need to go into world hex. Manager.business.balance. And this is not going to be base purchase cost. Okay. We're going to need to do something a little bit more in depth here. We are going to need to create a switch statement to get this, to get a building or a vehicle based on passing in the type. So that's something we're going to need. So let's go ahead and do a public building balance is our return. get building balance from type, and then this is going to be building, like so. And then we're going to be essentially just doing a switch statement here. Switch building. I wish there was a slightly more automated way to do this, where we could just say search through all of these and return the one that matches this type, but without putting them into a list. Manually putting them into a list. I can't think of a way to do that. Yeah, I can't think of a way to do that. So we're going to have to do this manually. It is a bit unfortunate. So switch building. Case building.postal office. And one thing we should put in here, if you add any buildings or vehicles, make sure to add them to the get balance switch. Okay, there we go. So case building.postal office, we return postal office. Okay. And then if none of this ends up happening, like if we pass in a building that we don't actually have a balance variable for, then we can do default return null. Okay, so now it compiles. We're going to have to get this properly implemented, but we're also going to need to do public vehicle balance, get vehicle balance from type, vehicle type vehicle. This is going to do the same thing. Switch vehicle. Case vehicle type dot delivery vehicle. Return delivery vehicle. Default return null. Okay. So we're going to need to get this changed over eventually. But for right now, we'll leave it the way it is, and we'll just assume it's implemented, and we will fix this over here so that it at least actually compiles. So base purchase cost dot add. We're gonna have to change that, aren't we? Yeah, we're gonna have to go in and modify this. And how we actually, when we actually do the construction, we're gonna have to modify that as well. Because currently, if we go into our building hex, which is where the other issues are, you can see that we are doing this. Yeah, all of the other issues are in the building hex. That's okay. So, if we're constructing, we're going to need to get the construction cost. So rather than doing business.base construction cost, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to do business.balance. And then this is going to be, business.balance.get building balance from type. And then we're going to pass in business dot, and this is going to be selected construction, like so. And then we're going to say dot construction cost. Okay, it's a little harder to get to, but it's a lot more flexible. So we'll put that in there. And then we have a few more issues in building hex. So business.base construction cost. This is, instead of that, going to be that. Okay, we're down to 6 errors. 3 of them in world hex, 3 of them in building hex. So we've got the same thing for destruction cost. So rather than construction cost, oops, pasted that in wrong. Rather than construction cost, we'll call it demolition cost. And then we'll do the same thing here. Demolition cost. 4 errors left. And we've got business.destruction cost. This is in the tooltip mode for demolition. So we're going to do the exact same thing here. Demolition cost.toString. Excellent. Okay, and now we've got this here. We've got the base purchase cost, building value, and modifier value. Which I don't think we use anymore. Hypothetically, how bad would it break it if we go into our hex store here and get rid of our base purchase cost, building value, and modifier value? Reasonably badly. And then we can just comment this out for now. We don't need them. In fact, let's just completely get rid of them. All of those will be in our building script itself, if it's one of our buildings, or in our balance variables. So yeah, biome hex. Okay, this is getting the purchase cost. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. So when we do the purchase cost, yeah, we've got 6 errors here. Base purchase cost, building value, blah, 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 modifier value. Okay. Yeah. So we can go ahead and do a base purchase cost. As far as modifier value goes, I think we can go ahead and get rid of that for now. We might bring that back, but I think that's fine. And then we'll just end this here. And then that's all of our references to modifier value. Okay. So when we're purchasing land, does all land cost the same? Probably not. So let's go ahead and... yeah, see, we don't actually access any of that. We just grab it from here. We grab our building value and the base purchase cost. So yeah, rather than storing it here, we clearly should be going into our building value. Well, that would return null on every non-player type. And I don't necessarily want to do it that way. So I guess we could just have it be a base cost for right now. And then we could do business.balance.base purchase cost. Although I'm probably going to call it base land cost. And we don't currently have one in there, but we can put it in up here somewhere. Probably up here under business balance. Public float base land cost equals, we'll say 1250. I can't remember what I had it at before, but it was somewhere around there. Okay, so there is no base purchase cost, and there is no building value. Yep, we're getting rid of building value for now. And this will simply be... yeah, we're simply going to need to do business dot balance dot baseland cost. There we go. That's it for now. So that compiles. And we should probably test this and see if it works. Okay, biome hex is assigned, but its value is never used here. You're absolutely right, it is. We can go ahead and get rid of that. That's fine. It also happens here? Indeed it does. We don't need that either. Get rid of that. And then otherwise should not be capturing when there is a hot control is not something we can do anything about. That's a Unity thing. Okay. So we've restructured this a little bit. We have not yet implemented all of this, so it's not going to work perfectly. But let's see how badly broken it is. It shouldn't be horribly broken. But it's been a while since we've hit the play button, now that I think about it. Okay. Null reference exception immediately. Because we don't have a planes text that we put in. That makes sense. I forgot to put in this UI reference right here. Technically, this is the delivery vehicles text. There we go. Got that in there. Okay. So let's save that, and let's try this once more. Hopefully that will not be instantly spitting out a million errors, but you never know. And it's instantly spitting out a million errors. Specifically, it is spitting out balance.plane.vehicle upkeep. Oh, did I forget to set the balance variable too? Yup, I did indeed. Okay. That makes sense. There we go. Okay. Let's try this again. Now we'll see how broken it is. It should work mostly. There's a couple of things that I can see not working because we haven't finished the get balance functions. Null reference exceptions here in hex selection window because that's not supposed to be open yet. That's actually supposed to start the game closed because we don't have a hex selected. Okay. It makes sense that that was not open. Okay. So let's make sure the tutorial is all still working. Nice, nice. Survey some land. Okay. Wow, look at this. This is quite a monotone hex. Okay, we must first be in land purchasing mode. So we go into land management, buy land. We're now in buy land interaction mode. We can purchase land. We have 2,500 here. And it will cost us $12.50 to purchase this apartment complex. Confirm. That actually worked. I'm a little surprised. And then we will demolish the apartment complex. Okay, that didn't work. Because get building balance from type. Yep. Okay. That's exactly where I expected it to break down. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yep. So what we need to do at this point is we need to go through and do the get building balance from type and get vehicle balance from type. So that's going to be exciting. We need to go through and do all of these and all of these. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to put in a cut here, and next episode we will work on implementing that, and once we have that done, we should be fully back to where we were before, but with more control over everything, which would be perfect. See you all then.